Good afternoon. President Bongbong Marcos has arrived in San Francisco, California, in the United States for his week-long trip to attend the 2023 Asia-Pacific Economic Cooperation Leaders Summit, including working visits to Los Angeles and Hawaii. Flight PR-001 carrying Marcos and the Philippine delegation arrived at the San Francisco International Airport at 9:05 a.m. Philippine time. This is the president's third time in the U.S. and his 18th trip abroad since assuming office on June 30 last year. During the APEC summit, Marcos will be meeting with 21 leaders of the member economies. In his departure speech, he says he will be engaging with fellow leaders to advance the Philippines' interests on various issues.
We will be engaging with the leaders of economies of the Asia-Pacific region to agree on how we can achieve food and energy security, economic inclusion of our micro, small, and medium enterprises, women, indigenous people, and other segments of our economy whose potential remains to be unlocked through digitalization and innovation and sustainable development and addressing the climate change crisis.
Shortly after landing, Marcos met with the Filipino community in San Francisco at the South San Francisco Conference Center. The U.S. is home to about 4.2 million Filipinos. In a speech during the gathering with the Filipino community, Marcos lauds overseas Filipino workers, saying Filipinos are known to be hardworking.
Napakaganda po ng reputasyon dahil sa inyo. Dahil sa inyo, napakaganda ng reputasyon ng Pilipinas, ng Pilipino. Na tayong lahat ay basta't nasasabi, magdadala, naghahanap sila ng at every level, kahit na unskilled labor, skilled labor, professional, lahat, at every level, hinahanap nila Pilipino. Dahil nga, may kilala na tayo na ang mga Pilipino ay maaasahan at matulungin.
The newly appointed head of Maharlika Investment Corporation denies speculation on social media that there were pending court cases against him. When asked by reporters about his being a respondent in a fraud case, Maharlika Investment Corporation President and CEO Rafael King Jr. says all cases filed against him have been dismissed. The Maharlika Investment Corporation is the company that will manage the Maharlika Investment Fund, the country's first ever sovereign wealth fund. King does not mention a specific case in his response, but a case in the e-library of the Supreme Court shows a certain Rafael Jose King Jr. and his mother Cecilia de la Cruz had been involved in an estafa case. Malacanang has yet to comment on the case as this might be cause for disqualification from the Maharlika Investment Corporation. The implementing rules and regulations of the MIF Act states that Maharlika Investment Corporation directors can be disqualified if they are found liable for any offense involving fraudulent acts or have pending cases relating to fraud, among others. Senator Bong Revilla says there's no truth to reports circulating that he was apprehended using the Edsa carousel busway. In a statement, Revilla brands such reports as malicious. A report citing Metropolitan Manila Development Authority Task Force Special Operations Head Bong Nebrija said a convoy of Revilla was passing through the Edsa bus lane in Mandaluyong. Revilla explains his daily commute involves taking the Skyway, saying he would not have been on Edsa in Mandaluyong City. According to the senator, if it's true that they apprehended someone using his name, the violator should have been issued a ticket. Meanwhile, in a forum, Nebrija says he did not personally see Revilla in the vehicle that reportedly passed through the EDSA bus lane. He then apologizes to the senator, saying they had no intention to smear his name.
Pasensya na po, Senator, hindi po namin intensyon yun. My judgment was based on the information that was given to me. Wala po kaming intensyon na manira. Ang inaano lang po namin is yung po yung sinabi sa akin.
Here's the latest roundup of today's top stories. President Bongbong Marcos arrives in San Francisco, U.S. for the APEC Leaders Summit. Laila de Lima's lawyers say the former senator is interested in helping the International Criminal Court, which is investigating former President Rodrigo Duterte for alleged crimes against humanity. And Senator Bong Revilla says that there's no truth to reports circulating that he was apprehended using the Edsa carousel busway. And these are the stories you need to know today. I'm Neil Mercado. Follow INQUIRER.net on Facebook, X, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, and Reddit. For more stories, visit INQUIRER.net. Good afternoon.